Hey, I'm Pep, and this is an unboxing of Outta Out Shells by HumaNature Studio. It's probably HumaNature Studio, like human nature. I like puns, I like plays on words, and I think this game is going to be full of this kind of thing. Now, what is this? It says it's good for all ages. Super casual game about getting to know each other. The box, nice little snail shells there. Da-da. Let's read the box. It's a super simple card game that lets people get to know each other in a playful way. Breaks down barriers and it gets everyone involved with laughter and sharing stories. And just look at this. What? They're in their underwear. Oh, because they're not wearing the shell. Because they're out of their shells. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just get into this. Yeah. Look, I left the plastic on this time. Okay. That's gonna stick to everything. Go. Shoot. Okay. Out of our shells. Ooh, box is a little glossy. It's getting the light there. Okay, so first thing I always like to check. No hidden compartments in here. All right. No art on the inside either. That's fine. Is this the rule book? It just kind of popped out at me. Also, Oh my God, smell that. No, really breathe that in. Oh, that is... Okay, listen, normally you have like a new box smell. And it kind of smells like a sweet, maybe like a sweet must. This actually has... It's similar, but it has like a hint... Oh, it has like a hint of lemon? Oh my God, there's got to be an air freshener in here or something to make this smell this way. Okay, let's just look at this. Everyone is filled with surprises. I don't know how I'm supposed to... Oh. Life is short. Connect, enjoy, appreciate each other, and don't stay in your shell. Yeah, they're naked again. Game instructions. Let's come back to this. This is actually so short, I think I'm just going to read this while you're here. It's got... I'm going to guess that this was supposed to be connected, so it held the cards in. Whatever, not a big deal. We've got a lot of cards. It looks like there might be two separate types of cards. So these look like they're fortunes. Maybe your fortune is to have a poop. Maybe it's to get money. Maybe it's to fall in love with bubbles. Okay. Good fortune, bad fortune. Okay, so sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Are there other kinds of fortune? Oh, these are the classic blank ones, so you can make your own. So good fortune and a bunch of bad fortunes. Let's just read a random example of a good fortune. I don't want the first one. Within the next 3 years, you will go scuba diving and find a mysterious ancient artifact that baffles scientists. Okay. You will have an unusually long life and perfect health. You will also radiate an aura of health. Those around you will feel healthy and live long lives as well. These are nice. This is nice. Bad fortune, though. You'll develop an uncontrollable love of deep-fried candy bars dipped in butter and covered with marshmallows. Oh, they missed a space there. That's unfortunate. So far, this actually sounds really good. Also, you will decide that exercise really isn't for you. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Bad fortune. You will develop an uncontrollable, high-pitched, nervous laugh whenever you're in any dark room, especially in movie theaters and bedrooms. Okay, so it's getting a little silly. And I like that it's snuck in the bedroom there, which, like, you know, it's doesn't really have to mean anything, so it could be kid-friendly. Looks like there's some more fortunes in the back of here, so let's separate the... Oh my gosh. That's quite a few. Are there more bad mixed in with these good as well? No, it looks like they're actually just... Might be a lot more good than bad, which is good. Okay, what other types of cards we have here? We got kitty and rat. Let's see where this cuts off. Oh, they're reasonably color-coded, so that's good. Cat or rat. Okay, so without knowing how the game works, I don't think this is working for me. Okay. We might have to actually take a quick peek at the rules to figure this part out. And these are the ones with the turtle and the snail. And these are just questions. Have you ever seen a UFO before? Do you know anyone personally who has? Is there anyone who has been a creative or spiritual inspiration in your life? Someone whose work or philosophies you aspire to? So far I have no idea how this game works. But I like what a lot of the cards are doing here. So let's take a quick peek at the rules. I mean, it's pretty short. So, games play with a minimum of 2 players and up to any number of players. Games last however long you want. I like that they put that in. A lot of these type of sort of party games have a rule for the ending, but most times people don't follow them. You just play until you're bored. Shuffle the 3 decks of cards separately. Shuffle the good and bad fortunes together. Place the 3 stacks of cards on the table face down. So you know what? Let's just let's follow the rules. I'm not going to shuffle too intensely because I don't want you to have to sit here forever. The good and the bad. The good and the bad probably should be shuffled a little better, but just for the sake of keeping this short, we'll just do that. It's fine. All right, I got 3 piles of cards. What do you want me to do now, game? You draw 3 fortune cards. These are the fortunes. 1, 2, 3. Each player then reads 1 card out loud, going around the table until all fortune cards are read. Okay, so you read them all. Play starts with any player and goes around the table. We'll call this player Player A. That'll be me. We'll call me Alex. Play progresses with each player doing the following 3 phases during a turn. Whew, it's a party game with phases. This is getting intense. The goal of the game is to end the game with fortunes you are happy with. Oh, so you want those fortunes. Even though that one was bad about the deep-fried, buttered-covered chocolate bars, I probably would have kept that. Also, to learn about your friends and share stories about yourself. Okay, so phase 1 is the question phase. You pick a question card, read it out loud, and then you answer it. That's it. Feel free to talk about it. So the question card, I believe, is the one with the question. Of course, I get the blank one. What do you know about your ethnic background? If you could change your ethnicity and your look, would you? How would you change it? That is a bit of a loaded question. I'll just answer it. I don't really know a lot about my ethnic background. To be honest, I'm not even, I'm a McDonald. I'm not even entirely sure whether it's Scottish or Irish. I think I talked to my dad about that at some point, and he said something like my grandpa got into a fight about that, whether it was Mick or MacDonald, and currently we're going MacDonald. But either way, I just don't know a lot about my ethnic background, and I wouldn't change anything about my ethnicity and look, just because the world is what it is, and I don't know. I just don't feel like changing myself is necessarily a good thing. So anyway, hopefully you might get one that's a little bit less loaded. There we go. Suppose you had the power to create any illusion anytime. What would you do with this power? Gosh, that's actually really deep too. I'm not gonna. Oh my gosh, that one's just more like a thinky one. Okay, phase 2, cat or rat phase. So you select any other player, player B for Bob. Both players draw 2 cat or rat cards each. Okay. So let's just say these are what I drew, and we'll set his aside. We'll figure out what we need to do with these. Player B chooses 2 numbers between 1 and 3, then says their choices out loud. Okay, I didn't look at my cards yet, so let's say he says 1 and 2. Player A reads off the corresponding numbered choices from either of the cat or rat cards they are holding. Okay. So 1 and 2. So I'd say Hawaii and Maldives. Actually, let's go with strawberry sorbet and chocolate chip ice cream. I think that's how I'm interpreting this. Okay. Before player B says what option they prefer, player A guesses what they think by placing their thumb over the top or bottom half of the card. So if I do this way, I'm saying I think they'll do chocolate chip ice cream. And I don't have to do these in order either, is the way I interpreted that. So I could kind of try to mess with someone if it looks like they're trying to cheat me. Okay, this is getting too long. Okay, so if player A guessed correctly, they keep that card and put it under the table. Oh, on the table, not under the table. That would be weird. If they guess wrong, they put it in the discard pile in the center. Now players A and B do the process again, with player A selecting 2 numbers and player B doing it blah, blah, blah. Both players do this until... Oh, get in there. Why are you blurry? Oh, I think the sun was going through that. You do this until all 4 cataract cards have been done. Okay. Phase 3, the discard phase. Player A now holds up their fortune cards so the players to their right only see the backs. Then the player to the right selects one, reads it out loud, and puts it into the discard pile. Player A then draws a new fortune card from the deck. Get in focus. Why are you doing this to me? Reads it aloud and puts it into their hand. Huh. Trading in cataract cards. Whenever a player has collected 3 cataract cards from guessing correctly, they can choose to trade them for another fortune card. You can choose to end the game anytime. Any players who still have 3 cataracts are able to trade them to draw a new fortune. Everyone has the option of trading in 1 fortune and drawing again. Unlike most games where you may feel the game is a failure if people start talking about other things, the whole point of this is to spark conversation. Okay, so this is interesting. It has phases, which is a little much, but I think the phases are just a distraction. You know, I probably wouldn't have like taught it via phases to someone. I would probably more likely just kind of show the game how it's played. This is the kind of game that I think you could pretty easily teach as you play the game, which is nice. Obviously, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how good it is at actually getting people out of their shells, but I would just say I enjoy that. It's a party game. It reminds me of a lot of those kind of games, like Cards Against Humanity and that, in the fact that it's getting you to make choices and whatnot. But it looks like it's friendly for all ages. Some of the questions, I mean, I'm sure I must have just got like the most loaded question possible in here. Like most of these these all seem like fairly normal questions. Of course, I got the one that's, hey, would you want to change your ethnicity? It's like, geez. But a lot of these look like they're pretty good. And something I always say with this type of game, if you are playing this with kids especially, or your friends even, and you have some cards like that you're not super comfortable with, well, you know what you can just rip them up. I don't actually rip them up, but you can just keep them in the box, make your own little secret hidden compartment, and just stuff some cards in there that you don't want to use. And then, problem solved. Anyway, that is Out of Your Shells. This actually seems like a game that you could potentially play with people online, so I might actually take a try at that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you're all happy, hope you're all safe, and as always, live free, game hard. Don't punch the turtles though. They're nice. Oh, I didn't even, for some reason I saw him as being in his shell. But they actually have their shells set aside to play this game. And yeah, I like that. And really, I like a lot of these games. I have a lot of games that are like this where, you're asking people questions and whatnot, but most of them are very, not necessarily purposely adult themed, but they have a lot of adult situations. So it's actually nice that it seems like this has a lot of ways that you can play with people that don't have to get heated or charged or sexual, you know. It looks like it's family friendly, which is really nice. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and see you next time.